Good morning. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. All right, here's Co with today's announcements.
Good morning, St. Johnsbury Academy. Today is December 5th. Today is a white day. Students wishing to have their photo retake for the yearbook may stop by Huller Basement on Thursday, December 7th, between 8:30 and 3. To receive new photo, new order print at no cost, and student must be present complete original order. Reprint orders are expected to be returned by December 15th. Hey juniors, wealth pickup is after school today in the Moore Center. If you saw the wealth, you need to deliver it. Please come to the Black Box Theater in Morse after school today to pick up your wealth order. We'll be there until 3:45. The sophomores, if you ordered class sweatshirts, please stop by Mr. O'Brien's office in Streeter 266 to pick it up. Wednesday evening at 7 in the library, the Caldwell Center for Global Understanding will host Anita Farney Manier. She will speak about the Mongolia. Mongolia is a country sandwiched between Russia and China. It's known for the nomadic herders who often live in the yards. Of course, there is more to it than that. Our guest has been visiting Mongolia for years and has worked tirelessly to improve foreign language education in Mongolia. Please join us and learn about this fascinating land and its remarkable people. Attention, all the students. The class of 2026 is hosting Home Alone movie night fundraiser to ease you into the final week. Admission is $1, and plenty of snacks will be available for the sale. Bring your friends. Meet us in the Mayo Lounge at 6 this Friday. Happy birthday to Rodrigo de Oya Fernandez. Happy birthday. Today for sports, JV and varsity girls basketball versus Ramoil, 5:30 and 7. Good luck to girls basketball team and wish all of you guys have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Co. One late announcement, two late announcements. The first, please know that tomorrow or Friday in your advisories, you will have an opportunity to go over some questions that have been posed regarding ALICE protocol. So again, that will be in one of your next two advisories. For students who filled out the form after training several weeks ago, if you would be on the lookout, you'll actually receive a document directly to your STJ Labs email account. Okay, we have some live performances today, but we're going to start with a presentation from some of our student athletes. Please come to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Aiden Brody.
I'm Rex Hauser.
I'm Emma Greenan.
I'm Kaya Anderson.
We are here on behalf of the boys and girls basketball program to share two recent accomplishments. This past Saturday, we held the 11th Support the Court event by Scrimmaging North Country Union. Support the Court helps raise funds to help local community members get to their critical cancer treatments at the Dartmouth Cancer Center here in St. Johnsbury.
Together, spectators, officials, and local community partners raised $2,635. Thank you to all involved with this event. Saturday was also a special day as the Vermont chapter of the International Association of Approved Basketball Officials was present to recognize our community with the Mona Girl and Sportsmanship banner.
This award is named after legendary coach Mona Garone, who happened to have head coach Jade Huntington. The purpose of this award is to recognize the school community that demonstrated the highest levels of positive sportsmanship. At the end of the basketball season, officials are permitted to nominate schools.
The officials are asked to base their nominations on the entire school community, including players, coaches, fans, and administration. Although a great number of schools are nominated and worthy of the award, SJA was selected as the recipient for the 2022-2023 season. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all who were part of this honor and helped make the game day experience in Alumni Gym a positive one. Thank you.
So congratulations times two. First, for the great fundraising effort and the event that you held on Saturday with your scrimmages. Congratulations. And then again, congratulations. While we announced it last year, we now have a banner hanging in Alumni Memorial Gymnasium reflecting the Sportsmanship Award. So congratulations. Let's give it up for them again. Congratulations, basketball. It's now my pleasure. We're going to be turning the stage over for two Poetry Out Loud presentations. So please join me in welcoming Mrs. McKenzie to the stage.
Good morning, everybody. This is one of my favorite times of the year, celebrating poetry in chapel with the National Poetry Out Loud competition. So you are going, this week in chapel, you will be hearing from the 4 finalists from our school. They started by working in their classroom to memorize poems. Many of you have done that too. And then they went to a declamation in the library one evening in November where 20 people competed together. And now you will be hearing 2 people today and 2 people on Thursday. A lot of people have helped support this, primarily the English teachers who helped do the coaching. Thank you as well to Mr. Ford for all that he's done with the AV needs. And thank you to the judges who are out there helping today and Thursday too. You will be hearing students perform one of their poems this week, and then over December break, they will be busy memorizing a second poem, and then they will be performing that second poem for you in January, and then we will announce our school winner at that time as an amalgamation of those scores from those 2 different events. The winner will be traveling in March to Barrie to the state semifinals, and if there's good luck there, they go on to the state finals in Burlington. If they have good luck there, they go on to the nationals in Washington, D.C. So for today, you're in for a real treat with poems from these 2 guys here. So first, please welcome Marcus Burns to the stage.
This is Ozymandias by Percy Bysshe Shelley. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, 2 vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things. The hand that mocked them, and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal, these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing now remains round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare. The lone and level sands stretch far away. Thank you.
And now please welcome Chris Rosales.
My poem is Our Love on This Side of the Border by Anís de Al Marquez. Maybe I would have seen you trip over the steps in the patio in between classes. Or we would have met in the soccer fields covered in mud, and you would have asked my name. That crooked smile sprang from your eyes to your mouth. Maybe I would have laughed. Maybe we would have had a nieve in the plaza, and you would have held my hand after folklorico or at fandango, where I was learning to dance faster than my adrenaline. Maybe you would have given me a bouquet of mango con chile limón, or an elote con queso. And we'd count all the ways cohetes go off in this pueblo, and would walk the ferry at night wrapped up in blankets, drinking atole. Maybe we would have fought over the meaning of God, and maybe that danzón after drinking the Toritos would have made me cry. Maybe I would have broken your heart over a plate of tamales and ponche. Or maybe you would have cut me off with a joke. But maybe this land would have been large enough for our hearts to grow. The sun would feel different on our skin, and the mercados with the viejitas would bring a calmer pace to our lives. Maybe our cuts would be different here with enough medicina to move through salt water. Maybe our roots would allow our boats to be enough. Thank you.
Marcus and Chris, thank you. Both of you did a great job, and we appreciate having you on stage and getting a chance to hear your poems. Great job. I had a little cliffhanger earlier. I did say I had two late announcements, and the second is actually related to a few comments I'd like to make. It's about the snow. So please recognize just outside the door, there's now a barrier that is spanning what used to be the walkway from the sidewalk out front from Main Street to Fuller. Please, that's not an opportunity for you track athletes to practice steeplechase or for anyone to vault. In all seriousness, please do not climb over that, go around and just get in the habit. So as snow falls, that will be up for the winter. When we have melt, our facilities folks will take that down, but please do not walk between the buildings. It's actually to keep, we do have falling snow that comes off of Fuller, and it's dangerous. My comments this morning, as I said, regard snow, and I realized last week as I stepped outside, I had a reaction to what happens to me most winters, and that is this. Our garage sits at the end of the street as you curve down towards our house, which is on a dead end. And so when the plow comes down the street and it makes that turn, all the snow that had been in the street before the driveway toward our garage, all that snow gets dumped right in front of the garage. And when I walked out, I had that typical reaction that I'm tempted with, and I thought, this stinks. I don't have enough snow typically that I would get a snowblower, so I've always done it by hand. And here I am. Now I've got this massive, heavy, wet mess that I need to push. And that's exactly how I phrased it in my mind. I have to do this now. So yesterday morning, I think I went at it with a little bit of a better attitude. And it's what I wanted to share this morning, is that we have some choices, right? And so bear with me, because there are many of you who are just not going to buy it. I walked outside, and I started with a different phrase, and the phrase was, I get to shovel the snow this morning. And that's where maybe I've lost a few of you. Maybe that doesn't sound fun to you. But if we step back and we think about why it is that I get to shovel that snow, I'm a homeowner. Right, that's a blessing. That's something that I realize that many folks don't have the opportunity or aren't able to afford home ownership. So I'm thankful for that, right? I'm also thankful that I have two cars. I have a car, My wife has a car, and we're able to have those things. That's a blessing as well. And so I realize that I get to shovel that snow because we have to get the cars out. And so that's an opportunity. And so it was just a small shift in attitude. And again, I'm human. I don't always react this way, but I endeavor to do so. And I think a little bit about each of us in this room this morning, and I wonder how we woke up this morning in thinking about this day. Many of us were likely tempted to think, I have to come to school. I have to come in. Faculty, staff, administration, doesn't matter. I have to come in and do the work that's ahead of me. There's some constraint in that, and it's an attitude of constraint and feeling like this has been placed upon you, and maybe we don't want to do it. Or the attitude for all of us in this room could be, I get to come in, I get to enjoy an education, or I get to, as a faculty, staff, or administrator, I get to come in and work with wonderful people, look forward to whatever the day holds, right? So thinking a little bit about have to versus get to is all about perspective and attitude. And again, as I share, my first job, as I think about employment, I worked from Michigan, from a town called Traverse City, and I worked in my first job as a young teenager in a diner called the Bean Pot. And I will tell you that at the time I was thankful. I was putting money into my pocket. I wanted to be able to put gas in my car. And so while I was thankful for that, I had aspirations certainly that went beyond my job at the Bean Pot, and that's totally okay, right? So as you sit here this morning, if you're thinking, yes, I get to, but I have other aspirations, or there are other things that I'm really passionate about, that's okay, right? But think a little bit about your perspective, and are you grateful for your opportunities that you have? That's a question that I think we all need to pose to ourselves. So think about that as you go into your day. Do you have an attitude, do we have an attitude of have to or get to? So with that, I hope you have a great day. And again, since we don't have chapel tomorrow, I would just Caldwell speaker, encourage you now, consider going to the library tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock to hear from our Caldwell speaker on Mongolia. Have a great day, faculty.